Well, poggers. Anyways, boy, welcome back. We streams up, running, dungeoning, and dragonings, and all that stuffs.
Sadly, my brain is not up.
I'll just do a quick little recap. The last time that we were all here, the last time we played, you guys had managed to pretty much just buy a fuck ton of like really efficient transportation. You had spent all of your remaining money and purchased 2 war horses and a cart in order to move quickly and unimpeded throughout the countryside here. As you moved along, you were able to ultimately find a small, sort of like abandoned barn, and decided to rest for the day there, given the fact that travel that was unilluminated by moonlight was just pure darkness. As you guys made your took the time to rest, you eventually you all pretty much rested in shifts, with the exception of one, Sofia, or Yasu, who was technically undead, so did not need to sleep. During your watch, you were able to notice several little fire flies and fire bats and managed to successfully keep them from accidentally lighting the building on fire. But soon after, they had all left. These creatures, and that was because they were all attracted and more than likely subsequently killed by this massive tree-like creature, a flame scourge scion. After killing it, you all had engaged in a quick combat with it and managed to strike fear in it, making it a pretty easy fight, where now I believe, yeah, you guys are just immediately after the whole killing of this monster, you're free to do whatever you want with it. Yeah. Anyways, your cleric friend technically got a level up, so congratulations.
She is one step closer to not dying instantly.
She's not dead yet.
Yeah, because you guys killed it before she could actually get in the fight.
Oh yeah, were you gonna stream your screen for music?
Oh yes, 1 moment. Sorry. Share screen.
Oh boy, I love music.
Can you guys hear?
Yes,
hear
yes,
it.
you can.
Hog. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
So, would I be able to tell this thing is just an animate tree?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start
Actually, give me a
harvesting it.
medicine or like nature or survival check for this.
Okay.
Like you can tell that it's like wood bark sort of skin and all that, but like just to know, try and figure out what you can do with this thing.
Nature check it is.
Wow, you have a +6 to that? Holy shit.
Well, yeah, when I make a nature check relating to plants.
Looking at this creature, again, this thing is very much like a tree, but it's not quite. However, in the way that you're looking at it, it could more than likely be used to both the like outer like layer of its skin could probably be peeled away to use as kindling, in the same way that creating a fire using the fireflies would smoke a meal. This would probably have a similar effect to it. And I will tell you that on a successful check, this will automatically, the minimum you will roll will be a -2 to fire damage taken if you use this thing's flesh and like outer bark. However, inside of it, you sort of like cut into it and see, oh, there is more of a less like tree barky and more like vegetable root type of like, how should I say, I guess flesh would be the right thing. It is strong, but easy enough to cut into and feed. You think it might cook well, but you never know until you know, you know?
So I'm going to start harvesting this thing for bark, for wood for kindling, and maybe supplies to cook with. I may wind up cooking it with itself as fuel, so that'll be interesting.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, when you think about it.
Yeah. Give me a just a survival check here.
Okay.
Attempt to harvest as much as you can, as efficiently as you
Plus
can.
nothing to survive.
Well, you begin peeling away at the bark and the skin, and some of it you're realizing does have, like, as you cut deeper into it, you do realize that there is a very pungent sort of like black oily smell coming from it as you cut into it, and it's very hard to get clean pieces of it that isn't like stained by this weird sort of ichor that's seeping out from it. As you cut into it, sorry?
Is he trying to do this in the pitch black?
I think so, yes. Well, not pitch black, because there is still a little bit of moonlight out, as well as the fireflies.
Fireflies. Yeah.
Like,
So if you don't mind, I'm gonna walk up and hit my hit. So turn on my lamp. Just to help him out. How do I turn on my lamp? Or is that something you have to do?
What lamp do you have?
I thought
I've
we had
got-
a plugin for that.
I've just got a lamp.
A normal ass lamp.
There's my cone lamp, which is like directional, and then there's the hooded one, and then there's a few.
Mine's just called lamp.
I thought we had a plug-in for turning on lamps and torches.
Yeah, I thought we did too, but apparently not. Oh well. Let me just do that then. I'll turn it on for you. Bright in a 15 and dim for 30. All right, so you get like 45 feet of light here.
Oh, I was about to say my tremor sense is sensing something. It's the wagon.
Yeah.
And the horse.
Oh, yep. Beans and rice.
Yes.
The horses.
Is that their official names?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. So how's the harvesting going again?
I'll let you roll again, and we'll take the higher of the two rolls.
Okay. Anybody want to give? Wait, no. This is already advantage tech.
This is already the help action, so the only other thing would be guidance. And fuck you, there is a cleric. And she'd be like, "Oh, what are you trying to do here?" And she will give you app.
Based and guidance pelled.
Well,
A
miss,
plus 1d4.
This thing looks to be a giant tree, and I figure it might make for some decent firewood.
Oh,
And
okay. So we're not gonna use that. Let's just add the d4 to that one.
yeah,
So that's a 12.
yeah.
With it, you'll probably be able to harvest enough to make one meal. So one supply of firewood and like flesh for meal, like to consume. And you can attempt to, and that will last. Because of what this thing is, it will be good for about 7 in-game days before it goes bad. I see you are happy that you have figured out light, Midna.
I did it.
How do you?
How did you do it?
I added a custom effect to my hooded lantern of creating light.
I see, said the blind man.
You can copy my lantern to give it to the other players.
I just realized my spell's still going on over there.
Yes. As you're harvesting the flesh, the hands grabbing from beyond the grave are just like slowly fade out.
It gives a thumbs up as they go down.
It's just Terminator.
One of them also hands Yasu a lunchbox, telling us he forgot her lunch.
Cute.
Sorry, brain's a little out of it, but yeah, I added the stuff to inventory.
Yes, yes.
And thank you for the assistance, miss.
Oh, no problem. If it'll help us, then I don't see why I shouldn't help.
I appreciate all the help we can get. And I will stuff the harvested bark in my bag and whatnot. Alright.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just slowly replacing everyone's hooded lanterns. So don't mind me. But
Okay.
I don't know how to recolor it so it looks more lanterny, but I did my best.
you're good.
I
As this thing, as you finished harvesting the creature, it dies, and So there really isn't much more anything really usable left here.
Hold up. You were skinning the thing while it was still alive?
That's a bit brutal.
No. No.
Mark-
It was dead. It was dead. It was dead. It was dead.
It was more like it was burning away.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mai. I didn't see you. Hi. Gamer. Prize. Okay.
I don't even have the stream open.
I have it open on chat only on my phone. And I will just stare at the tiny little friendly fireflies that were flying around earlier.
Yeah.
I have it on the lowest graphic setting possible.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. As you finish up here, is there anything you guys would like to do before heading back to rest?
Yasu's mainly gonna check how the Shrine Maiden is doing.
I'm going to ask, what watch are we on?
I believe you guys were on the second to last one.
Yes, we're on
Yeah,
second
we're on-
watch.
We're on second watch.
And
Just
does
my
anyone
watch.
remember which... Yeah, okay, so I've got the third one. Got it.
To which Yasu will in fact take a 5-hour power nap to get that long rest bonus.
And I am
Yeah.
going to think to myself that
What
this
a
is a barn
wonderful
that you
world. Sorry.
I think to myself, who owns the barn we're at, and is their house okay? Because Fire Tree Man.
Yeah.
Well, I did ask before if the sheep were maintained, and then we got the answer of no, they could use the shearing. So I'm guessing... Well, the owner wouldn't be that far away. If they were around.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there was just a giant 20-foot tree monster. Who knows if they're still around, is my thinking. But as for doing before we go to sleep, I can't think of anything.
Mhm.
So...
Alright.
Are we going to be wanting to look for the owners of this place in the morning, or are we just going to... Morning, yeah. Once we're done resting, or fuck off?
Well, I think it would be right to make sure they're all right, if possible, but we might have more pressing matters.
That's entirely up to you guys if you want to do that.
That being the magical shard of a broken godly artifact.
That's just thought of something we should have probably done before we left the village. Maybe should have got some flare spells or something so we could light up the area to see things at a far distance.
And that's why I told everyone to buy a lantern.
You have a bullseye lantern, right? Well,
Yeah, I've got the 60 bright, 60 dim. So 120 feet in a cone.
I was thinking much further than what our lanterns could probably show.
I have
What
no
you're
idea how to
thinking
do
of
it,
is like Skywrite, this spell.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would like right in the sky, like thing here. It's basically a big old fireworks.
Yeah, because vision, you can see for fucking miles with vision. But in darkness, that's clouded. So if there's a house that's not out in the distance, it would be far away. So you need something that can see out there. Will help you to see out there, which is why I'm saying, yeah, some kind of firework or something.
Mm,
Alright, I'm thinking too literally into this.
I think so. But you do that. That's just what you do.
So, I
I
can...
love-
Sorry, go ahead.
Go for it.
Out of character, like cards on the table, what would you guys like to do, like, after resting? Do you want to keep moving forward? Or would you like to try and investigate who owned the barn?
I kind of feel
I'm
like
all
we
for
should
investigating.
keep going.
What'd you say, Dream?
And I kind of feel like we should just keep going, but
I think we should probably keep going. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this shard's kind of important.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah. Me and my character and who he is, he would probably want to try and make sure everyone's all right. But you guys have a point. We do need to get moving.
this may be a sort of greater good situation, but
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. All right.
that
So you will convince Fennel that we need to move.
All right. I'm going to just quickly move you in the barn with rice and beans here. And as you guys rest up for the evening, I do believe that one Yasu wanted to speak with Asuka, the shrine maiden here.
Dead.
Sorry, I forget that the num lock is always a little buggy. It causes them to move.
Give me 1 quick second now. I need to do something.
Sure.
How are you making the angled light for the bullseye lantern for Sanguaro? I can probably replicate that on the
What
item.
I
just need to
do
know how.
is I believe the emission angle. Yeah, emission angle 45 degrees.
I can do any of that stuff.
Yeah, like I have the light set like on the cart itself here, so I can just, if you're ever like in a cart race, like cart chase type combat, we can use this and like you'll have headlights.
Then with the lantern, I have to make an effect that actually produces light and.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Anyways, Yasu, you were speaking with Asuka, who is preparing to sort of reset her bed and rest for a moment.
All right. Yelza's gonna walk up and, just wave her hand a tiny bit. So, how you doing after the battle?
Oh, I'm okay. I really didn't do anything. I barely saw the thing before it was dead, honestly. But it was certainly a little startling.
I am unsure what it was, but I am just glad that it was defeated.
Yeah. Your magics really seem to do a number on it. Also Fennel's too.
Yes, it seems everyone here is quite capable, yourself as well. I have noticed that you seem to be... I do not know the exact word for it, but... you seem to be getting stronger, to put it in the most straightforward way, I guess.
Well... I'm not really sure. I haven't really had any chances to do anything too special. I mean, if you say so, but I don't want to overestimate myself. That sort of pride can lead to quite a few issues, so I'd rather remain cautious where I can.
That is entirely true, and a good mindset to have. But I did wish to ask, how are you feeling traveling with us thus far?
Well, it's... I won't say it's... I'm... I can't say it's fully comfortable, but I think it's as comfortable as it can be. And, I can't say I feel safe, but I think I feel as safe as I can. So...
She sort of shrugs.
Yeah.
That is well. I do hope in time that you enjoy our time with us at the very least.
Sorry. Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, I have had nothing but positive experiences with you guys. You're all lovely. I'm just here.
And she'll give you a little smile.
Yasu will smile back. I imagine you're not used to such things. Normally tending to the shrines instead.
No. No, I'm not. But... well... I don't think what we're doing is bad. I mean, I know what we're doing is good for everyone, so... if we have to be out of our comfort zone a little bit, then I guess we have to do it.
Yasu will nod, and then she'll turn to walk away, but then stop and turn her head. Before I go, I was wondering, would you care to hear about my time when I was a shrine maiden myself?
She'll pause for a moment. And she seemed a little bit taken aback by that question, as if she wasn't really expecting it.
I mean... sure. Whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
And as not to take up too much time, we can just assume she talks about it, and I can send you it in DMs what she tells her of you before.
Yeah. Got it. You guys spend that evening sort of conversing for a bit, and your watches will all come to an end as the moon comes up in full and the pale moonlight illuminates the road ahead of you. You all will continue to make your way across the roads here. As you do, give me a... you are taking main roads, so give me a sort of like survival check to make your way across and not get too terribly lost and such. And I'll say with advantage. Anyone, and we'll take the highest one.
Okay. Well, I was just a person driving.
What one are we rolling?
Survival.
Survival
Never mind.
advantage.
A 19's
Okay.
enough. As you guys make your way through, it is a quick, not necessarily a quick journey, but you are making good time. I recall one of you got like a natural 20 on your drive check with the horses, so...
that was Dream.
Yeah, Dream is once again drifting the cart over, and you make your way faster than any other sort of person has any right to. And over the
Daytona.
course, And as the sort of what the equivalent of noon would be, so around like midnight-ish, you all will arrive at somewhere a little bit different.
I would like to as well give I can't remember the name of our cleric, Asuka, right?
Yes.
Right. I would like to give her this spell scroll of mage armor that we have.
Oh, thank you.
She will take it.
In case she feels threatened in combat, she can use that.
Yeah. All right. I did not activate the scene. I'm looking at it, not you guys. Whoops.
Yep.
Ah, my eyes.
I'm blind.
There. Oh shit. One moment. I can fix it.
Can we fix it?
No.
Nah, it's fucked.
No, Bob, you cannot fix the divorce papers. I remember hearing that somewhere.
Probably Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
They made fun of Bob the Builder all the time.
They made fun of everything all the time.
You know,
A whole lot of it was also Star Wars.
God damn, Yasu has a lot of dark vision.
Oh wow, we're teeny tiny.
Yes, you're on a overworld town map again. Ooh.
I cannot zoom in.
That sounds like a personal problem that I will attempt to rectify.
I can zoom in just fine. Refresh your page.
Oh no, we're working now. And I'm currently sideways.
Man, dog
You know
vision is funny.
I like it.
This is the art.
No, let's...
Anyways, you guys will make your way over to a rather large, small sort of town nearby. This place is not walled by any stretch of the imagination. You guys can't see everything, can you?
I can see everything.
I can see the whole map.
Got it. Good. That's what I want.
Also, would we have had time for a short rest while traveling?
Yes, short and long, like long, full long. Yes.
All right. Everybody hit your long rest buttons.
You can't tell me what to do.
If you don't want it, then
that
by all
right?
means.
Would that
I'm
actually count
gonna.
as a long rest? Because we only had a long rest not too long ago.
That like fight was interrupting your long rest, so you would have been able to.
Yeah, but we had one in town though. You know what? I'm not going to do it. Shut up.
Yeah, Bingus.
But you were traveling on the road for a while.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh, shut up, because that probably took a day. I would like to warn everybody not to go into the Black Void, otherwise you will lose vision.
Now I'm gonna go into the Black Void. I'm gonna scream into it. Just like
I'm gonna go to the
you know,
Black Void anyway because I have Devil Vision. Fuck you.
I'm gonna scream into it just like the peanut butter covered.
Can you scream into it to get our Dragon Buddy back?
Oh right. Fuck. Hold up. Let me not forget the dragon friend.
And the other
Kane,
dragon
Kane.
friend. Can't forget about the other dragon friend.
Dragon friends.
What about the elf friend?
I guess you could say this is the real Dragon Tales.
I'll
And
show
our
you.
cleric. And our cleric friend.
Where the fuck is your cleric?
They went to space.
Yep.
for gore.
They're in Spelljammers now.
We can't also forget our ladder friend.
You just put a ladder token.
I'm unfamiliar. Ladder.
And there. They're all the gang is all here, folks.
Okay, to throw a spanner into your whole gang friend thing back, I've just noticed there's a spell that I'm wondering if I'm supposed to have in level 2.
Yes.
Find Steed.
Yes.
Okay, it's not in my spell book.
Paladins just get certain spells.
Yeah, but how do I activate that if it's not in my spell book?
It's in your
Wait,
spell
is it
book.
in my...
Second level spells. Not
Yeah, that's what I'm looking...
underneath enhance ability, above lesser restoration. Find Steed. I'm looking at it.
I'm not seeing it here on my... Hang on, you know what? Yeah.
Do you
make it
have
easier for
like
you.
any of the reactions, like thingies, prepared spells?
I'm probably being very stupid here. I'll just do this and see if we can locate it.
If you have the spell Find Greater Steed and you cast a wish, the horse also gets a wish. Which is weird.
I have no idea. Wait, you can't view my stream, can you?
I see. You're looking at it right there.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right here, but shouldn't it also be on this list here?
No, because it doesn't.
It's not
appear
prepared.
there. No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, now it is.
Wait, that's...
It's not.
It doesn't appear there because it's not an action to cast.
It's also not prepared. The sun is dim on it.
It is prepared. It
Okay.
is prepared, but it's not an action to cast, so it doesn't show up there because it takes
Yeah.
10 minutes to cast. So it's not going to show up there.
So how do I cast it? Do I just mention that I am?
Yeah.
That's what I needed to know. Thank you. We have wasted enough time. Which, and now I gotta... There we go.
Cool. As you all make your way through, again, describing a town, you will see that the area seems to be very almost scorched. The grass around the area seems very dry and dead, which is a stark contrast to the sort of humid climate that you would find yourself in before. The air feels dry, dusty, hot, and it's all coming, and there's a strong wind from the heat coming off of the far western side, where there is a very, very large volcano on the other side of the water here. This map only shows the town itself, but if you were showing you the images that I'd shown you, sent in Shattered Star, if you were to look across the water, maybe 2-3 miles away, is a in nighttime, obviously, but there would be a large sort of mountain that is spewing almost an endless supply of smoke, and you'll see red sort of magma pouring out and sort of slowly expanding the island to be larger and larger, where the volcano peeks out from the sea. But for now, the village looks not exactly dead, because there are people, but it looks like it's struggling because, well, you'll have to see a little bit, investigate a bit further to see, but that's what you get on a cursory glance.
All right. Before Yasu does anything. She's gonna turn to Fennel and Sanguaro and just ask, are you two okay? I don't know how your kind works, and I do notice the air is quite hot, along with an active volcano over there. I want to make sure you two are okay.
Well, Miss Yasu, I appreciate your concern. I'm used to warmer climates. This is about on the edge of what I can handle, though.
I've brought plenty of water skillets with me, so yeah. Hopefully I'll be fine, but we're magical plant beings, so... Beans?
Beans?
Yes, roll with it. Magical plant beings.
I did not know
Do you
you
want
did.
the horse? Do you
Horse?
need beans? Yeah, you called
not
for
that,
beans.
not those beans.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, seed bean.
Do you mean these beans? And Keen sort of holds up his paws.
Cute, but close enough.
Midnalynn does a big stretch. I actually quite like it here.
Yeah. At least I do for now. Dream, how are you holding up?
Definitely a little hot, but seems manageable for now.
Mhm.
Probably be worse if we have to head over to that mountain over there.
I get a feeling that we're gonna have to have...
You will notice that they sort of like stop talking for a brief moment. Give me an insight check.
Any of us is a
And
swing.
Midnalynn, give me a perception and I need an insight check from anyone who's like notices Keen suddenly stop talking. And Midnalynn, give me a perception check with advantage.
There's the insight. And let's definitely with advantage.
Why is it?
Wow, that was terrible.
That was a lot of dice on the table.
Yes, it was. No one rolled above a 20. How about that? Oh god.
Because of a
Sorry.
running gag.
Stop.
You're looking at Keenan, so all of a sudden he seems distant and very, very distracted. And I'm not... Does he have ears? I don't know if he has ears. No.
He has ears in the picture, so I assume he has ears.
Yes, he has ears.
Ear fins.
Yeah, like little fin ears. Okay, I see now. I didn't know if those were horns or ears.
He's got both.
Some
Could
kind
be
of
both.
hearing.
You'll see like his ears will suddenly perk up like a hound's ears, like when they sense danger, and he'll get very, very still before like...
Yeah, we're going to have to go over there soon enough.
So
You notice something, Keen? Like, Dream kind of notices the change in Keen's like body language and kind of.
Did want to make a smartass comment, but I'm gonna.
Gonna have to
No, not really. I mean, everything seems fine.
Well,
and with I will tell you right now, they are saying this with a smile to try and reassure you. But they very much were lying to you in the moment.
okay.
There is something it's not. They didn't. You didn't. It wasn't like by too big of margin, so I can't give you too much that you succeeded. But you can tell something is deeply upsetting about this place to him. And Midna, with your 14 perception, I'm going to say that's probably high enough for you to recognize something. You've only really necessarily dealt with this once in your life, with one person. But like the vibe that you've gotten, the vibe that you sense, like all of a sudden everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, and then suddenly a wave of fear washes over you. A territorial, angry, greedy, and possessive fear. Intelligent and cruel. It is something that you sense. You may... Perhaps that fear isn't something that you've ever really dealt with very often, because your mother never really had a reason to be angry, save for when she was defending you.
Uh-oh.
Or their partner. And you would be familiar with dragon fear as a concept. But as a dragonborn, its presence sends shivers down your spine. And only because you are a dragonborn can you really detect it as acutely as this. And you can do with this information and roleplay it however you will. But I think even with that knowledge of like dragon fear, there is a smaller dragon here, I think a 13 is high enough to tell that might be what's caused him to pause.
Okay.
And
I keep this information to myself.
Oh no.
Well, that's good, because I don't know if I paid full attention to it.
Well, Midnalynn, I hope you're not dragging out the review.
I'm gonna follow you.
Dungeons and dragon asses. Not like dragon asses, but like dragging, like, you know, taking.
like
forever.
Dragon D's. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't think you are. No, own up to it.
And
Yeah.
banned from Twitch.
Own
All
up
right.
to it.
I'm sorry. Campaign over. I deserve this.
You get
Sanguaro just explodes.
No, he turns into a tree. Cactus.
He doesn't. He wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't turn into a tree.
turned into a cactus.
So, I am somewhat fascinated by this weird, dried out place, and I am just walking around.
Yeah, as Fennel walks more and more into the dried out place, he's starting to realize what he's actually getting into now.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
Welter.
Yeah.
No, because he takes great pride in his uniform underneath. Like, he prunes himself each and every day. He's going to be drying out in a volcano.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yasu is gonna see if he can find anyone and ask them, "Hey, what's up?"
Sure. Give me just a random D 20-sided dice, please. Just a flat 20-sided boy.
Guess I'll go die.
Oh boy.
I mean, to
Also-
be fair, I am a corpse.
Also, he's not exactly a dragon. Would my little guy be doing anything?
Actually, no. Your guy is just fine. They're not a dragon. Like,
Yeah.
they are, if anything, more a plant creature than they are a true dragon.
They are great value brand dragon.
True.
Can I
for the most
ask?
part.
Can I ask what that purple thing is once we're done talking?
Sure.
It's
Uh,
Cthulhu.
No, it's not Cthulhu. It
Well,
could be Cthulhu.
Flower.
if I may, that looks like the pea shooter from the hit game Plants vs. Zombies. I'll shut up.
Holy shit.
I was gonna say a honky nut on legs, on tentacles. And if you guys know what a honky nut is,
No. No.
Get out of here with your weird Australian nonsense.
I know you're proficient in it, but now is not the time.
Whose art should I get on a natural 3? I think I know who I should get.
Oh no. I'm gonna get hit by a shovel, or maybe a rake.
You're not a duck.
Yeah. I'm gonna find it a little strange that there's nobody around in town. So I'll just be looking in windows.
As you slip around. Yeah. I'm working on it, motherfucker. I'm trying to see whomst the fuck you guys are dealing with, alright?
Okie dokie.
That's fine.
You will snoop around and see a man wearing like a scarf and like dark clothing. They have they look like they are themselves are a more of a well-traveled person, given the hardiness of their clothing. It looks even though it is light, it is also like, and it does have like leathery sort of binds to it. And you'll also note that they have more foreign styles as well. This coat is not necessarily Japanese in the traditional sense. So this man is either incredibly well traveled or wealthy.
It looks like an aristocrat.
It looks
Yes.
like Mako from Legend of Korra.
Hey, I don't know where this art is from, so it might be. But let's not talk about that. I just Google stuff. What do you say to them? They're like the first up. They
Oh,
are like
oh
the
god,
first
there they go.
person you see.
Hey, poof.
They
Sophia
are.
ate them.
Sophia ate them. Okay.
They're a zombie or something. They eat people, right?
I mean, maybe.
We don't
It's not
know.
a.
And that lunchbox
Um,
that came out of the tentacle portal is just filled with brains.
Hello, so.
oh right, I lost my attention span. What was the thing? The statue?
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet. I'm handling this
okay.
conversation first.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good. You'll look on and. Oh. I'm sorry. Do you mean me? Oh my god. Are you okay?
I'm I'm fine. Do not worry about my appearance, please.
Are you sure? You look like you could go to you need to go to a temple or a doctor or something, or
There is...
looks at the strange creatures surrounding him. Am I being robbed? Puts his hand inside of his cloak.
And I'm gonna say, oh, hold on there. I'm more likely to just give you free food than rob you.
Yasu can't
First
help but
robbing.
laugh the tiniest bit. No. We are here to investigate, I guess is the best word for it.
Sir, I'm here to hold up the peace and find out what's going on.
Oh, wow. What do you say?
You are robbing him.
And keep the beauty in this planet alive.
Funny.
Yes.
Well, there isn't too much of that left here.
Yeah, this is why I'm here, investigating what's happened.
Well,
You have any?
the
Yeah,
sun's
could you
gone
give me
for
any?
one.
Yes. That is actually one of the main reasons we're here. We have business at that volcano.
Eyes go very wide. Yeah? You have business in Sakurajima.
We think
Uh,
we do.
Yes,
Not
I know.
entirely sure yet.
A giant walking flower wants to go to a volcano. With this motley crew. What does motley mean?
Like,
I don't know.
kind of, I think like it means like there's like some variety, sort of like kind of mismatching, sort of. I think.
That would actually fit the description of this team then, huh?
Oh yeah, that's quite accurate actually.
Yeah,
Made
look
up
it
of a
Dream.
variety of colors for
Yeah,
clothing.
Dream, you're right.
Varied in appearance or character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I Googled it.
that's about accurate. They don't get quite as varied as this. He'll eye you up and down and give me a persuasion check to see how seriously this man takes you.
Can I use the help accent?
Sure.
I use the help accent to give funny ha-ha advantage.
Why? What?
Persuasion. That one. Tell me if I got it wrong.
You're good. A 15's high enough. He'll like eye you up and down. Notice the weapons on your side. The company you're keeping. And then they make note of Midna. Out of curiosity, are you currently in your dragonborn form or are you in your elven form?
Elvin.
Mm-hmm. They'll look at you and like almost believe you and then look at down at the street to look at the rest of your group. Oh. And what of that one? And at first you would think that they're like pointing at Dream because like so many demons, things that you've been dealing with, it almost makes sense for there to be some prejudice, but no, they're pointing at Keen. They're pointing at the dragon.
You mean Keen?
He's fine. He's with us. Just make sure to keep an eye on your wallet.
Do you really not know what's happened? I mean, I suppose you wouldn't, but really? Nothing?
We just kind of got here, honestly.
We're not
were
from around here.
we were in another town dealing. Oh, another town dealing with a problem of a raiding dance party of demons. Is that a
Oh,
good way to put it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
It is apt enough, I guess.
So yeah, word of other towns has not gotten to us. In fact, we need to actually seek other towns out.
As far as I can tell, as far as anyone has told me, you see, I'm a bit of a scholar myself. I like to investigate things. I'm a researcher, and in my research, I've heard tale of dragons and other great beasts. And so I'd recognize when one flies into the volcano. Or rather, two of them flew into the volcano.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, don't say volcano. We should have known we'd be going up against dragons.
I mean, would our characters know that? I mean, we are players do. But...
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good point there. I'm going off stereotypical Legend of Zelda, like, volcano, gotta be a dragon.
Yeah, I have been trying to not make a Death Mountain joke this whole time.
Yeah. I've
didn't
never
make a
played
Death
a Zelda
Mountain joke.
game. I've never played a Zelda game, so sure.
What is the Zelda of which you speak?
This is me going off of The Hobbit, not off of Zelda. But
A lot of fictional fantasies always go for the whole volcano dragon thing.
yeah. But he'll say two dragons went in there, and for a few days there was screaming, there was fighting, and then just a loud. Quite recently, there was a very loud roar that can be heard. And I believe one has succeeded in defeating the other. Now, I'm not too familiar with them, but there was one that had blackened scales, sort of deep black, a little bit smaller. Then the other one was a larger red dragon.
Right. What kind of screaming did you hear?
I mean, you can ask anyone. It was a loud roar and a fire emitting from the volcano itself.
Okay, yeah. That's what I wanted to make sure, because I heard... Yeah, I was wondering if that was people screaming, or...
Nope.
We are talking about the dragons. They didn't just drag people over there. Got it.
Nope. Some people have already left. The only people who are still here are those who are too stubborn or too mad. I suppose I fall in the latter.
All those that are devoted to their homes because they've lived here for
Stubborn.
their whole lives. Yes. I wouldn't... actually, yeah, I would.
Given Warcook background, would I know anything about dragons? Maybe they've been used in like battles or something. That
Give me a history check. Anyone who wants to like have some dragon lore can give me a history check here as well.
Yasu would know. Zach, shit on this.
Alright, I just want to see if Fennel knows anything about dragons.
I roll this with advantage.
Yes.
No.
Midna and Dream can actually roll this with advantage if you
Okay.
want to.
Yes. Oh my god. Terrible.
Fennel knows that dragons fly.
Possibly.
Dream, I think Keen sort of like whenever they've told you about themselves, it's sort of like in one ear at the other, maybe.
Yeah. He's talking and I was just nodding. I'm like, okay, yeah. What?
Yes.
And Midnalynn, you would have heard from your mother. She was as far as you knew, wore hair fairly similar to yours, except she had a red streak that was similar to yours, but otherwise had blackened hair, red horns as well, and blackened scales along her skin. As far as what you know about dragons, they are fairly powerful beasts. Definitely dangerous in however, they're usually solitary creatures. They don't tend to seek out very many companions of their own kind. And more often than not, most good aligned dragons will find themselves traveling alongside other creatures out that are not draconic in nature. Whereas more evil dragons will only tolerate other dragons, draconic creatures, so long as they are lesser than them. Kobolds, small, weaker dragons, etc., etc. Anyone that they could bully and force to submit. They do so through like a almost aura, like a predatory like aura that they have that makes lesser draconic creatures fearful and more susceptible to their manipulation, should that be the case. Now, you are not fully draconic in that sense, but you do still have draconic blood in you. A dragonborn is not inherently a dragon.
I'd say I'm more of a half dragon.
Well,
Probably.
a half dragon is still half dragon, not full dragon. But as you sort of think about this for a moment, two dragons going to one location will either mean one of two things. To quote ProZD, they fucking or there's a territorial dispute. And usually it does not end well for one of them.
I mean, it could be fucking a territorial dispute, or it could be both.
I was gonna say could be both.
Fucking.
Oh, they fucking.
They're going at it to see who gets the territory.
Yes. In addition, you would know that you are a little bit different from other dragons in that you have wings. Very few, in the more traditional sense, very few like Eastern dragons have wings, if any. and most of them are just simply flying snake-like lizards, which makes you, and your mother by extension, a little bit unique amongst dragons within this part of the world.
Well, we're not from this part of the world.
Yeah, that's why you're unique in this part of the world, because you're not from here. You're from somewhere else. Ooh. But yeah, that's. But do you have any other questions that you might have for me? Anything you'd want to know?
Not that I can think of. There's probably questions I should ask, but I can't think of any.
Of course.
Well, we know the colors. And I, as a player, I know what black and red dragons do, but Sanguaro.
I will tell you straight up, I am at the point where I do not care about the colors, because this ain't Forgotten Realms. I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Have a nice day.
One of them secretly the pink dragon that
It's dragon. Oh no.
Karate dragon. Speaks in an Australian accent.
Yeah.
Oi.
Sorry, I had to step away for just a second. What did he say?
Nothing of importance.
Jokes. I was making jokes that they were different types of fictional dragons, including the pink dragon with the bubble breath that tells jokes.
It kills people.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a bad dragon joke. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
No.
No, that's not this team.
Listen, I am prepared for the worst at this point. Like, there is very little you guys can throw at. I wouldn't. Okay. Anyways, he was like,
Trust me, there is stuff I'd like to say, but not with this team.
Hey, yo.
Anyways, moving on.
I wasn't gonna say. Were you
Moving
expecting
right
me to say
along.
something?
No.
Moving right along.
Yes. Alright. Where were we?
Moving right along. Anyways, he'll continue on and say, yeah, 2 dragons came in, a black dragon and a red one, and then a very large roar. Beyond that, as soon as that sort of came to a head, the vegetation started drying out quickly overnight, or during the day, I suppose, and some people are still making preparations to leave. I have taken it upon myself to stay as my quick rest in this town has turned into a academic pursuit.
Academic pursuit. What about this town are you studying?
I'm not studying the town. I'm studying the island across the way.
Have you learned anything interesting about it?
Well, the volcano. A couple things, actually. But I would probably be best to inform you, if you are doing what you're saying you're doing, I would rather not do this out in the open, find some place to sit and rest. No doubt you need to handle your own accommodations, unfortunate. So, you can meet me in about an hour. I'll get some errands done and I'll be along the bridge. And then he'll point a bit to the northeast here, where you'll see like there's this massive bridge that's connecting the two northern ends of the village, the northern and southern ends.
All right. We'll see you in an hour then.
Understood.
My brain is not thinking on all cylinders at the moment. It is slowed down. I was trying to use one of my features, but I was baker. Is there a baker in this village? Bakery.
I'm just gonna take a look around.
But yeah,
Give me a perception or investigation check with advantage. And also those of you investigating this.
I would love to investigate this sculpture.
Oh, can I ask that man about the the purple thing before he wanders off?
Sure. Like, oh,
It's a
that?
normal perception check to look at the statue thing, right?
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's perception to look at the statue thing.
Yeah. I mean, any skill if you can swing it, but...
Oh my god, okay, never mind, I see nothing.
We'll say that, we'll say that your little dragon friend gives you the help action, so take advantage here.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you, Keen.
Hey, no, hey. Listen, there's not a name for this yet, but I'm pretty sure you have ADHD. Come on, focus on it.
Ending ADHD in ancient Japan.
All right. You're looking at this thing. It appears to be a sort of how shall I say? It appears to be part of a festival that was supposed to take place. But ever since all of the chaos that has happened, it's kind of just been left to sort of not necessarily rot, because it's still new enough so that it's still here, and it's not like it's been raining so that would have damaged it or anything. Honestly, the dry airs kept it in a pretty stable condition, so it's not rotting or deteriorating quickly in any sense of the way, in any real way, but it's just sort of left there abandoned. This is a sort of unfinished sculpture. It's sort of made out of paper mache. It's a sculpture shaped like an aquatic, just an octopus. And you're not sure exactly what the festival was for necessarily, but you can tell there was a festival. There were stalls set up for food, for celebration, for perhaps to maybe with a 22 I'll give you maybe there's something here about a fishery, a celebration of a good haul from the fishing, because this is a very sort of sea-based town, given that it is on the edge of the water here. That's sort of the vibes that you are able to pick up just on your own here. This was a part of a religious sort of thanking the gods for the bountiful sea, the ocean's bounty, basically.
Hey, where are rice and beans?
Where are rice and beans? Well, I'm glad you asked. They are somewhere over the rainbow.
Kurt is also gone.
I would imagine they're back with the cleric.
I'll grab rice and beans. I expect detailed art of rice and beans and the clerics and Keen at one point.
And the wagon.
Yes.
And the ladders.
One day I'll be big enough to get fan art. That is not today. Actually, that's not true. I've had fan art one time. And that was like super
I
cool.
made you fan art.
Did you? Oh wait, yeah, you did.
I
Yeah.
think about that.
No, I mean like
That
related
was
to
the
the
one
D&D
time.
campaigns.
That's I think about that. That's you.
Yeah. Someone made a. I'll get into it later.
I was gonna get my eyes friends to do a whole group drawing of us once he's done and feels better.
Do whatever you want. Okay. But yeah, that's sort of the vibe you get. You can tell that whatever ceremony that was supposed to happen here has not happened, and likely will not happen because the town folks have kind of gotten out of the celebratory mood. What with a lot of them deciding, nope, not we're dragons. Dragons are bad. We gotta go. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yes, well, if we're not quick enough, this will take on a whole new meaning.
I think if we're not quick enough in dealing with this whole situation, we're gonna have a lot worse problems to deal with than an angry dragon.
That is what I was hinting at with my words, yes.
Alright. So, I guess rent a room at an inn. Depending on how long we're gonna be here.
We'll just take a house and do this whole... No, that is not the Fennel way of doing it.
It's a Yasu way of doing it, Del. I'm totally gonna say our house. Which house looks the best and most comfortable?
Which house looks the most abandoned and also the fanciest?
Probably this castle over here. Why is there a token of a castle?
Castle?
Right down here.
It's on the compass.
On the compass.
Oh, ignore that. That's not here.
It's just
That doesn't
detail.
exist. That's just on the compass for the sake of being on the compass.
Okay.
Where's the noble / mayor of this town? I'm gonna beat them up. And
It's actually a Pog's milk cap. It's a rare collectible.
It's a clown
That
face. It's just a
that
clown
the DM
face.
he just dropped it on the map.
Okay. So I'm gonna be looking around for just lodging, so we can have some place to stay if we're gonna be here for a bit.
Are you looking for an abandoned building or are you looking for an actual inn?
I mean, I'm looking for an inn. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
I will say looking for an actual inn.
Yeah, same. I've slept in far too many
Well,
abandoned buildings in my time.
shall I say any other people around that could help guide?
Well, the only other
sure.
person we saw.
You will definitely see some NPCs sort of just wandering about. The town is like lacking in numbers, and it is sort of the population is slowly dwindling a little bit. But after a bit of time, you will head over to this building right here, and that will be Ye Ol Inn.
It's the return of everybody's favorite men, by the way.
Lego City.
Hey, if you can get me a NPC token that I can has infinite permutations and nobody will care about, then thank you.
I actually did set up in my
Shush.
campaign thing.
Shush.
Nope,
I'm
Lego men
lazy.
all the way.
I like the Lego men,
I like the Lego men. Silly.
guys.
You're a little silly, or a reminder that everything's a little that we're all a little silly here.
I'm real quick gonna grab one of the Lego men and then foam them into the lake and yell, "Oh no, a Lego man has fallen into the lake in Lego City."
And then you'll be charged for attempted murder? Question
We
mark?
have a snafu there because it's only the Lego men that are made out of Lego. We can't build anything out of Lego because everything is just normal building stuff.
Oh,
So
is
no-
it?
Maybe
Actually,
you're all
yeah,
Lego
is it?
men.
I wanted to interrogate the DM and wonder if this world is made out of Lego.
Psych, it's
You'll
made
never
out of
know until
cake.
you know, you know?
Even the Lego men are made out of cake.
Which in turn is made out of Lego.
Yep, they're made out of cake Lego blocks.
Anyway, moving on.
You are able to sort of get to this inn, and as of this point, you will have. I will be able to give you all access to a smaller sort of shop.
Hoodoo!
I will give you access to a smaller sort of shop here. Village. You guys are no longer in a town, you are in a village. So kindly. Edit folder, configure ownership. All players are an observer. If you look at the journals tab, you'll see village there. You can.
The dockyard doesn't sell a boat. We're fucked.
Sorry?
That's a lot for a village.
If the dockyard doesn't sell a boat, we're fucked, is what Sofia said.
Oh, yeah.
Sell one. We can just build one.
Oh, I see.
You could.
The Bright Spear is franchising.
Is the blacks? No. No. You clicked
You
on.
deleted the category for the other one, but all the stuff are still there.
Oopsie doopsie.
Configure ownership.
Yeah.
You guys should all be able to observe the shop, the village shops.
Yeah, I
Oh.
see what.
Yeah,
I see what's
we
happening.
can, but you deleted the folder of the town, and so it just dumped it all into the journal.
It unpacked it all.
I see. Can I? I cannot. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna commit die. Whoops.
Do not die. Dying is bad and cringe.
I'm gonna slowly delete all this, but please only use the shops that are in the thingy.
Well, this is up to you to trust us not to purchase from the wrong. Wait, you'll be able to see what we try to purchase anyway and deny
Yes.
You don't need to delete all that because you put effort into customizing.
No, I
all
did
that
not.
anyways. No.
I imported everything and barely imported other things. So
it. You put in the effort to import the stolen stuff.
I did not, in fact, put in any effort into anything.
My bracelet is.
But yeah,
apart.
that is what you guys will have access to immediately. That sort of like quick and dirty village shop. It does not nearly have the same amount of stuff that the village would the other town would have had, and even less than a normal city. However, it is there for you in case you desire it for whatever reason.
I've been having nothing. Oh shit! I dropped my pen.
Yes.
Hey, buy another ladder.
Wait, does
I
it have a
was-
ladder?
Yes, woodworker.
I can feel Boop about to strangle me.
You know, yeah.
So which one of
But-
these buildings is the tavern or inn, whichever?
This one right here.
Yeah.
I'll mark it like it's
Gosh.
in.
Oh, the Tavern is
Pretty
selling all the
happy fish.
essentials: flour, salt, and wheat.
Yes. I mean, yeah. I don't know what you want from me. These are all pre-made fucking things. I didn't make these.
So, I walk into the inn and just ask around if there's any rumors around town, and ask about renting a room.
Rumors around town? Yeah. You'll speak to the innkeeper. Oh, yeah. Rumors around town. Well, normally there's a little bit more, but for right now, things are a bit more scarce. People are fleeing and, well, 2 dragons came through and, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
dragons. I wouldn't wish that little predicament on anyone. It seems like it's done a real number on the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's hoping y'all won't have to deal with that for too long.
Who knows? I mean, give me a charisma check, just flat charisma, to give off a good vibe.
Alrighty.
I do want to say, why are we resting? We just got here after a long rest.
I
No,
was
just to
just
have a
running
place to rest.
Yeah, 7.
Resting, dropping your stuff off, having a place to park the cart.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure that rice and beans have food and are in stables. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Beans.
They'll look at you and say, right. Well, I mean, yeah. The dragons, that's about it.
Alright.
So your room will be upstairs on the left. If you want to extend your stay, by all means. Otherwise, if you don't, you're welcome to. And if you leave anything in your room and don't extend it, we will probably sell your stuff because,
Legally obligated to sell it.
yes.
That's
Anyways,
I'll try to keep everything with me.
no problem. And you'll have that day free. Yasu, what the fuck are you doing?
He's just chilling by the sea, looking out to the sea. That's about it.
Give me a perception check.
Void, but okay.
Oh no. Dirty 20.
As you look out over the sea, another plume of like black soot comes out from the volcano, and a bit of a red sort of like streak comes out as you hear and feel a boom pass through the air, pass through here. This you're looking at the water here. And with a dirty 20, there's a smell to it. Like a foul smell to the water. This is the ocean.
Got it.
like, and they're like, these fishing towns are always like a little bit smelly because fish, but this isn't that. This is sorry.
Is it a smell so you may have smelled it before by sense?
Are you familiar with the scent of sulfur?
Do any yokai give off the smell of sulfur?
Some do. But
Then
this,
maybe.
but this would be more the smell of like hot springs sulfur.
Oh yes, he's been to hot springs, so yes, you would recognize that smell.
That's coming from the sea itself. Not some bubbling like pool from the ground. It is effectively turning the entire ocean into a hot spring, which sounds cool until you realize that boiling water is remarkably inhospitable. And as you look closer with a dirty 20, you will see steam sort of coming off of the sea itself.
Is there anything around me that I can fall into the water to see what happens?
Sure.
Like a man.
There are some rocks, some sticks, dead tufts of grass.
Anything a bit more organic.
A stick.
You can probably take
Like-
some like rations or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably have those.
Oh yeah, so she opened one of her rations and just pour a bit of it in just to see how it reacts to the water. And for good measure, she'll throw the stick in there as well, just to see how water is feeling.
Have you ever seen someone dip food in molten metal?
Food?
No, I haven't actually.
It
I have seen them-
spontaneously ignites and then burns to a crisp before dissolving. That is what happens to the food. The wood fares a little bit longer, but you'll suddenly see it begin like crisping up more and more before dissolving.
This is an acid ocean.
Yasu's gonna take a
Sounds
big
more like
step
you're
back.
talking about piranha solution.
Well, that is... But that's not good at all. I don't think we're gonna be able to start a boat anytime soon.
Oh, you'd need a big boat. Or to
Yeah,
fly.
boat-
One of my plans.
Would need two, one to get there and one to get back.
Well, I hope boats are built to withstand that. I better let the others know.
Would
You
I?
believe the ocean is boiling hot and acidic. Congratulations. Anyways,
So if you're going to
start making a return.
if you're going to return back, I'm going to be just at this point asking the innkeepers about getting a boat.
like a boat. You want to go out
Yes.
into the seas now? Of all times,
We need-
now.
We need to get over to the volcano and check out what's going on there.
I mean, you can see quite well what's happening from here, but you're not getting anywhere on the water.
Yeah, we actually need to get to the island and see what's going on inside.
I'll
Can
let
you
you
fly?
decide. I'll let you decide when Yasu comes in.
Anytime you want. You can interrupt. Be like
yeah, feel
Kramer.
free to interrupt whenever you want.
Okay.
The innkeeper will just say, "Can you fly? Because you're not gonna. That water is boiling. Dangerous.
Oh.
Most ships wouldn't survive there longer than 20 minutes. And that will get you there, but maybe not back again."
On that, Yasu will walk in. I can
Well-
confirm what he just said. I was looking out to the sea and I tossed a few things in. My food balls in the flames, and the stick kind of just dissolved after a bit. So I don't like my odds of trying to sail across it.
Fun!
Well,
More
here's
chances
the
of brutal
thing.
pain for me.
Here's the thing. If all goes according to plan, things will be fine. And boats will be safe to cross again.
What
If it
things going-
doesn't,
Mhm.
it will no longer be our problem.
Well, when you put it like that,
Sorry, what are you getting at? Because it is our problem.
Because we'll be dead.
That's showing your optimism. Okay, so
Also, I would like to try and negotiate some sort of bulk deal for regular healing potions from the local potion seller.
You'll... Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. $19.
They are willing to give you 5 for... 5 for 200.
And say thank you kindly, and I will take the deal.
All right. You can feel free to add that and subtract your money.
Yes.
Anyways, you're looking, he'll say, there aren't too many ships that could really take you over. Most of the ships that have been pulled out of the water, and even then, not many of them would be able to support a lot of people. Actually,
So, huh?
Hmm?
I was gonna say, so team, we need a plan to get across. We got a couple of flyers, but I don't think they'll be able to carry all of us. Were you about to say something? Because I'll stop as soon as I noticed when I heard the word actually.
yes, the innkeeper was sort of thinking for a moment. There was a strange man wearing foreign clothes. They came in on a rather large ship, and well, not a large ship, but it seemed that they came in on a how shall I say? On a small ship, but when it arrived, it had scorch marks, but they pulled it out of the water themselves. It was floating up, it was levitating. Perhaps you can ask them for assistance?
Yeah, sure. Thank you
Yes.
for the information. Hopefully we
I
can
will-
return this city to its former glory. Former flowering glory.
And I will give a brief description of the person we came across and ask if that was them.
Yes, they carried a book with them. And Yes, that sounds about right.
Well, looks like we may have a plan. And about how much time has passed since they said they'll meet us in an hour?
About 30 minutes.
Okay.
Good. Okay. So we're not going to get
I've-
Keen to fly us all over. Got it.
And I've rented us a room at the inn, so should have a place to store our stuff for now, if need be. And yeah. What are your thoughts on this whole thing, Dream? What do you think of the foreign guy with the flying boat?
Not sure how else we're gonna get over there, so I feel like our options are a little limited.
Give me a just straight intelligence. No. Actually, Yasu,
Hello?
give me a religion check if you would.
Oh boy.
As the
Just
only
roll.
religiously minded person here.
Well,
18.
the cleric is kind of, but
The cleric has a higher wisdom than Int.
fair enough.
It is
Um,
weird how religion isn't intelligence, and clerics are.
Yeah, for my... Usually what I like to homebrew is that for clerics, religion is either intelligence or wisdom.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
But either way, like even with that rule, you have a higher religion check than Asuka. She has a 16 in wisdom. She is a NPC looking ass NPC. Anyways, you're trying to think about the water and how to cross it. You would have to purify it in order to do that. There are very few means of doing that, but then your mind sort of thinks off to different beings that could do that. There are patrons, there are grand creatures, and there are gods. There are gods. If the man with the ship fails, you could attempt to complete the ceremony. That to the ocean god that was the sea god would also be ironically enough, a sea dragon god, a sea serpent, known as Ryujin. I will type that out for you guys because haha smiley. Ryujin.
I have an idea.
Ryujin. Yes.
Oh, and what's that?
We could take multiple smaller boats. I could wind spell Dragon's Breath with ice, and then we could the ice Dragon's Breath as we're going along and maybe create a cooler path of water as the boats were going forward.
Straight up, that would work. I will allow that to work if you want to burn that much resources on the plan.
That seems like a decent backup plan. We don't want to tire ourselves out too much before we get to the volcano. If we have to, though, it's definitely something we can do.
I will let you know that once you reach the volcano, the odds of you guys having a long rest are very slim.
Exactly what I figured.
What about a short rest?
Short rests are more viable, but long rests are not.
Well, thankfully, I can fit a long
I'm a
rest.
warlock, yes, we
Good
know.
short rest.
Warlocks, haha, warlock superiority, yes, we're aware.
The
Those
blade of
voices-
frontiers. So, I think as it stands, our current plan is, flying boat guy, or tiny boats and ice breath, or the purification ceremony. So, what do y'all want to do?
Would you guys like openly discuss the purification ceremony in front of the innkeeper?
No.
No. Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Specifically because you brought that up. No.
All right.
well, I mean, I
then-
figured the purification ceremony is what their town was doing, isn't it? Like,
Yes,
part of the-
it was like straight up what they were going to do before everything went to shit.
So they would probably know how it would be done.
Yasu, I'll say with an 18, you would know that that ceremony is done during the day.
Yeah, that's gonna be very hard to do when day doesn't fucking exist.
It doesn't. Rather,
What do you mean by day? Like that? Like their sun out, or just like?
when the moon is gone
Okay.
during the day,
Okay.
as
Oh,
in
oh,
pitch black.
Oh no. Oh no.
all right. So we have a few options.
Well, I do enjoy a good hold survival mode.
Yeah, I mean that's probably sounds like what we're being set up for. That could be fun.
Either way, there is no easy way to do this.
Nope. Well, I'm up for whatever. I'll let everyone else decide.
Yasu would do a headstand as he thinks. He doesn't actually do a headstand.
I'm gonna go. Start walking towards the bridge because I ain't got any other ideas.
Hey, we need to meet this man, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Would
Girls, do you want to prepare some snacks just in case? Sweeten the deal.
Where are we meeting this guy? At
On the bridge.
on the bridge?
Weird place to meet, but sure.
Before Yasu goes, he'll quickly share what he learned with a friendly shrine maiden.
Sorry?
I'm gonna share what she learned with the Shrine Maiden.
Yeah, in
Oh,
case if she
sure.
didn't hear any.
Yeah. You'll share that with her. And I'll do a religion check for her to see what she would be able to assess. And since she is a cleric and this is divinity, like, you are a warlock to a god, she is a cleric, I'm gonna give her advantage.
Entirely fair.
I'm gonna pop off to the little boy's room for a moment.
Understandable. She rolled exactly the same thing as you.
Won't be long.
Hilarious.
But she'll look at this and say, well, I mean, if we can purify the waters, like, that should immediately fix the problem. And then all we would have to do is make sure that we would fix the symptoms and then we could go after the cure. I'm not sure the acidity will just fix itself even if we remove even if we deal with the dragon. I think it's sort of, if I had to guess, the issue sort of compounded because this ritual wasn't performed and the shard hasn't attracted those dragons and changed the terrain.
That does make sense, yes.
I mean, we don't have to, but
I do think we should, at the very least.
it would be good for the people, but it would be dangerous for us. So this is something we should consider with everyone else.
I do agree, but when is something not dangerous for us?
I return.
Yes.
Fair point.
She'll sort of give you a weak smile, recognizing that she is level 3.
Look, it's fine. I can just block the damage of my body. It'll be fine. I can take it. Ignoring the fact I only have 25 hit points.
Yes, she has 18.
Which is all the more reason why potentially having a boat dissolve out from under us and falling into an ocean of acid is a bad idea.
You want to rely on a wizard using levitate? Anyways, she'll like continue.
It doesn't seem like the actual brightness matters too much. What matters is that the moon is not up. Because from what I understood, tangentially, is that the moon affects the tides. So if the moon is gone, and it's happening,
She puts in quotes.
during the day, that's when this ceremony should happen. But when things happen during the day, especially celebrations,
She'll sort of pause.
they tend to attract unwanted attention by...
And in this moment, you can't help but notice that she like makes a quick glance at Dream before returning to you.
Demons.
That is true. We do not have an easy answer for any of this, truthfully.
I mean, if we can finish the ceremony, we could probably get the sea god's blessing and protect this town too. But we'd have to make sure we finish the ceremony. If we don't, the demons would overrun the town and we would have to flee. There's no easy way to do this.
High risk, high reward, basically.
We shouldn't go meet up with the others.
Yes, you should come along as well.
She'll nod and she'll follow after you.
And away we go.
Dream,
Those demons is a big risk.
give me an insight check here.
Oh boy.
Mr. Dragon Friend Haver.
Truly a day of low rolling.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'm trying.
Ding chong.
Keen will suddenly like slow down their pace and will like they're usually like ambiently chatting about something, but they're just like their gait sort of slows and their enthusiasm dies down a little bit, and they're, as best you can say, they look apprehensive and very tired. And this is sort of happening, and as like you notice this, I'd imagine you'd like peel back to sort of keep talking to keep them in your line of sight, and before you know it, it'll be just the two of you, sort of like in the very back of the pack, following behind with the others barely in view. And as you're like in this moment, Keen will look up. One moment.
I have a stuffed little doggy that has Reese's scarf. He's cute and soft. I'm a boop it snoot. Boop.
Sorry about that, family, but Dream, Keen will slow down, and as you guys are like peeling off a bit on your own, they'll look up with you, and you will see like almost puppy dog eyes, if I had to describe them, as they look up at you.
You'll be okay, right? Like, we'll all be okay?
Yeah, I mean, sure we'll work this all out. These people we've ended up journeying with, they seem pretty competent, and two of us were pretty good in a tough situation. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wrong vibes, wrong vibes, wrong vibes, wrong vibes. Sorry. They'll look up at you. Give me a persuasion check.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. That's better. That's better.
Not bad.
They'll look up at you and stop.
Dream, I'm really scared. I know I'm not the one that's supposed to be scared, but I am. That I know I'm the one who cheers you up and tells you everything will be okay and put one foot forward, be social, and but I'm scared. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And I like just like kind of go down. He's like kind of big, and I like just like give him like a big hug. I'm just like, it's okay that you're scared. Like, this all is pretty. I don't know. It's a pretty daunting situation. Don't worry. You don't always have to be the one to be standing up for me and protecting me. I can do that for you too.
They'll sort of stand there and accept the hug, and after a few seconds they'll return it as well. And I think for the first time, perhaps ever, you've seen from them, you would feel something warm sort of dripping down the back of your neck as you're hugging, and it's so odd to you that it takes them like sniffling a little bit for you to realize, oh, they're crying. They're crying. They are afraid and they are crying.
I just hug them tighter. I don't know what to say, but I just want to be there for them. Like, they've been there for me, like, this whole time, and I want to do the same for them.
The embrace continues. And
I know I'm small, and I know that I'm not as big and strong as I could be, and I can't protect everyone from the end there. So much bigger than me, and I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay, Keen.
You guys are doing so well, and I don't know why.
And it like just continues for a moment.
Keep petting their back and hugging them and just trying to console them, like, no, like, you don't have to apologize for anything. You've done so much. You've probably done way more than I have this whole time. Okay. We're gonna get through this, all of us. Like, I know we're used to it just being the two of us having to do everything together, but I really feel like now we're with other people that we can trust a little bit more. Like, we don't have to face everything just the two of us, and it doesn't just have to be you protecting me or just me protecting you. Like, okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. But thank you.
And they'll give you another hug.
It'll be alright.
And they'll take their little paw and wipe their face after letting go of you, and they'll keep marching forward.
Let's go see what the other guys are checking out. Go over there. Catch up with them a little bit.
Yeah. As you all will continue to make your way over to the I forget which one I liked. Let's just go with this one. No. Let's go with this one. No. Which one was it? Anyways, I'll figure it out. But you guys will make your way over to the fuck's it called? The river, the river, what the fuck? The bridge. And as you're looking on there, you will see this man looking listlessly over at the island there.
To continue our shopping montage.
Sure.
There is an equivalent to a spray bottle I can buy, isn't there?
Spray bottle?
Yeah. So Fennel, it's more just a flavor text thing. It's just something that Fennel wants so he can just squirt himself every now and then.
Like a perfume bottle, yeah, I think you could look for one of those.
Oh yeah.
Gotta make so Fennel doesn't dry out.
Yeah, he's he's getting quite worried about it now.
Actually, you would listen out, look out over the waves, and the man is just sort of on the bridge, looking out over the waves, staring intently at the water and the island in particular. Let me also undisappear the man. So basically, just beyond, like, if you're looking at this map here, and I'll brighten it up just so you guys can see a little clearer.
Ow.
Sorry,
Wait,
sorry.
One small thing. Before we start talking to this guy, can I go to the washroom really quickly?
Oh, absolutely, go. If you guys, actually, let's take a 5, because it's been about 2 hours,
Yeah.
so let's all take 5, go to the restroom, do whatever you need to do.
Well, I'll be back then.
Yes,
Before
yes,
you
yes.
do this, Yell, out of curiosity, how much longer will we be going? We normally just go for 3 hours, right? I forget.
We usually go for about 2 to 3 hours, yeah?
Alright, I was just curious.
Or 2 to 4, I guess, is more accurate.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
We end at like
We've
12.
just been starting late recently. That's all.
Yeah.
Kind of cut us down.
I can do another hour, and then I've got a place to be.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Ah,
But yeah.
I too need to use a bathroom.
Let's all use the bathroom.
There's an ocean right there.
I mean, molten water, actually, thinking about that now, that sounds kind of silly. Molten water being added with lukewarm water?
I mean, the reason the water can get so hot is because it's not just water. It's, it's the reason why salt water is, like, it takes more energy to boil. But by the way, if I were to sort of describe the, like... I don't want to play that song. That song is too creepy. I don't want to play Yurei. You don't want me to play the ghost theme again. The precedent for that song sets is one of, oh god, we can't fight this. Our options are run or run.
Well, kind of fitting. We can't fight the water.
Please, if I were gonna give you something, if you were gonna fight the water, I'd use a different song. I have several themes for fighting water. Have you seen the cat campaign? All they do is fight water.
I mean,
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun.
didn't we like fight both things that you used that theme for?
Which one?
The Yurei theme?
Oh yeah.
Boop, I gotta give
If you were gonna make us, if we were gonna fight the water, you'd play Jellyfish Jam.
No. I can play what I'd play if I were to make you fight water.
Oh, that's fine.
Boop, no, I have not seen that campaign, but I've got to give you a round of applause for that idea.
What?
Getting catgirls just to fight nothing but water.
Yeah. Their main antagonist is a, like, false lady of the lake.
Not just a giant squirt bottle.
I mean, I'm gonna give her a cone attack, but yeah.
So how many piss jokes have been made?
Not too many, actually.
Oh, James thought, but are cat girls vulnerable to catnip?
No. Yes,
Not that
actually.
they would tell you.
Like, I didn't plan to do anything with this information. It's just, you know, the KJ got weird thoughts. I have like 2 brain cells right now.
You have
Yeah,
2? Wow, that's more than I have ever.
Through some of that conversation, I was dozing off.
To quote myself yesterday, do you have any idea, or do you not know how smooth my brain is?
Yeah. God, there was a
Well,
song that I was going to use for fighting water, but now I can't find it.
One of my friends popped into the stream yesterday, apparently, and afterwards they were like, they quoted that at me, and they're like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Yeah. I can't find the song now, and it's gonna bother me until I do. I have 402 songs on this fucking playlist.
It's too many songs.
When we thought of battling water, that's the song that came to mind. For me.
This is it. Just because I've used this one in Shattered Steel already, so I don't feel bad sharing it.
You playing it on your thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
just
can hear it
quiet.
now. Why does this sound familiar?
Sounds like something I might have used on Tsunami.
I'm gonna make an obscure reference. This made me think of Tetrasphere. The N64 game.
Yeah, that is an old game.
But yeah, this is the first water fight I think I had. I've definitely had others too.
Get back.
They were
Yes.
they were telling me like, what song would you use if I was fighting water, and I was like, bet, and then I played that. Anyways, you guys will be looking out at this man who's like staring out over the out at the water here to the west. Yes, that's direction. That's the right direction. As you look out there, you'll be able to see within the moonlight. It reflects strangely off of this area, as if the water seems more and more contaminated. And he looks off as he's sort of like staring at it and like writing things down in a book. When Yasu, you approach him first, yes? Yasu?
Probably
Yes.
hasn't returned yet.
Fuck!
So,
Okay, I'm fine.
yeah.
Frickadoodle doo.
Do you have any more water fighting music?
You got any bloopy reggae jams?
I do actually. No, actually, it's not reggae, but I have a song that I would definitely consider bloopy.
Hey, question. I'm not gonna do it now that I know that the ocean is currently acidic, but since
I'm
bags
back.
of holding only like they appear to have nothing in them unless you turn them inside out, so you specifically think about grabbing something. I had thought of just, like, filling the bag of holding with, like, 500 pounds of water.
I forgot we got a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Can a bag of holding hold boiling water?
It can hold
Yes,
all of
but
our
it does not
ladders.
maintain temperature. Eventually it'll become room.
Yeah. My thinking was, volcano, water may be useful in large quantities.
Collect 500 pounds of lava.
Just take it out of the volcano and cool the volcano down. Just do it 5,000 pounds at a time.
Do you know that dragons can swim and bathe in lava? Well, fire dragons?
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty cool. Can I do that?
You will die slower.
Okay, Steve Urkel.
What if I use my chromatic warding?
The funnier answer would be, do you want to find out?
Anyways, you will look out at this person. He's staring out over the water, looking listfully at the sort of strange way that the light reflects off of the acidic ocean. And before they sort of look at you, this is probably the wrong vibe. That's some evil villain bullshit. This is definitely the wrong vibe. Okay.
I have playing is definitely the wrong vibe.
I'll get the vibe right eventually, but yeah. You are the first one to arrive. Yasu.
Yeah?
What would you say to them?
You're looking at that quite intently. Something on your mind?
Oh, nothing, I suppose. It's, fascinating, that's all.
I guess one could see that's fascinating.
Yes. Anyways, I vaguely remember you all were mentioning you wanted to make your way over to the island.
That we did.
Gonna turn to you. Well, it just so happens that I'm also interested in making my way over there. And I could go alone, but as you can probably tell, that is likely suicide.
Personally, I think sailing over a boiling ocean of acid is also pretty suicidal, so...
He'll nod.
that's what we gotta do.
Yes, yes. It is not a good situation at all.
No, not at all.
But as for the acid, I do have a way around that. The levitate spell, and he'll pull out his book and flip to a specific page, is quite useful when it comes to avoiding specific things on the ground. the issue with that, of course, would be the weight of the boat. And the weight of the passengers.
Indeed.
I would be able to take at most 2 of you, but unless you have a means of making yourselves simply not have any mass whatsoever, I don't think that we could take all of you in one
There
trip.
is another choice we can do, which wouldn't need you to use levitate at all.
What would that be?
It is fairly more dangerous, but we can do a ritual to purify the waters, along with getting a blessing from one of the water gods. More likely, Ryujin.
Raisins?
Ryujin.
Ryujin.
Raisins.
Ryujin.
Ryujin.
Yes.
From Ryujin.
Give me an insight check as you say this.
I shall. And I will die. I will simply cease to exist.
I see. They will look at you. Interesting. Are we sure that this would work?
I myself am very confident in it due to my profession in the past. When the gods are properly appeased, I guess would be the best word, they do tend to aid those who have attended their rituals. And when they are
I see.
ignored, well, they tend not to enjoy that as much.
What a cruel being.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Therein comes the major issue, frankly.
What would that be?
This ritual must take place in the day. Of course, they still exist. See those air quotations? It would just be pitch black, and this ritual may attract unwanted guests.
Ah. The Infernals, I imagine.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
Alright. That does seem like it could be an interesting way to go about doing this. And it would certainly save us quite a bit of energy on our way over. Is that the way you would like to take it? We could just brute force it if you wish. It's not too big of a strain on myself, and I imagine you all would be fine, regardless.
Well, it might be easier. I do not think what we would do at the volcano will likely not fix the waters.
I see. Well, I cannot venture out there alone, so ultimately, I am bound by the whims of your group.
In the end, I guess it is up to us all to decide what we do. To which you turn to her friends and just suggested to them to see what they think. Because I assume they were all listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that Dream and everyone caught the tail end of that, so if you want to put in input, you can.
I'm all for making things right where I can, and when you're dealing with a problem, you want to treat the cause and the symptoms, and this ocean of acid is a pretty big symptom. So if there's anything we can do to resolve this, I say we try for it.
Is that
Demons.
everyone's? Sorry?
Sounds like some slaying more demons. Sounds like it could be fun.
All right.
Yes, I don't disagree.
Good to
Well, if that's the case, then we should probably make the preparations. We're in for quite a fight before we head out. I suppose I should inform you of my capabilities. I am a wizard, as you would take it, a scholar. And I specialize in a couple different schools of magic. It's yes, that's not alone. What can I expect out of you all? I presume you are a priestess, a cleric?
I was once in the past, but I am more. I think the term that was warlock is what I am.
I see.
It is
So
one
you
of the
have
causes for my appearance.
So you have a pact with a being.
Yes, I do.
Would it be intrusive for me to ask who?
Gonna ask this silly. Does my patron normally mind if I tell who my pact is with?
I don't think you've ever really been in a position where you explained you are a warlock with a pact to this person. You've said that you worship this person, but you've never explicitly said this is a contract. Unless I'm mistaken.
How do I pronounce her name?
Izanami. I'll type it out for you.
Thank you.
Izanami.
I can read that.
I see, said the blind man.
That's in another language.
It is a
Ironic.
dragon.
Hold up.
There's
You did, send
Izanami
it,
underneath, actually.
you did
also.
send it through Discord, right?
No.
I sent it in the
The chat, it shows it in dragon, and then underneath it says it like.
Well, yes,
Oh,
because you
okay.
can speak dragon, gamer.
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand. My bad.
Well.
You are a Drake Warden. You can speak dragon. You can
Roar.
you basically have twin speak with your little dragon buddy.
All right.
You can have a casual aside in front of everyone because you speak a foreign language. Which is one of my favorite things to do with Spanish.
Well, I do not think she would mind. After all, just using the forms he has given me should be enough for anyone to tell who my patron is. But it is the goddess of the dead, Izanami.
Izanami. Give me an insight check.
I shall. Let's hope I don't get a natural one, because that would smell. That'd be stinky.
Let's
Thank you,
go. Ooh. One moment.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting something here. You're looking at this guy and Where should I put this? With a 24, there is an odd look of a lack of recognition. They're trying to like mask their sort of lack of knowledge on the topic, but there is a sort of a gap missing within that knowledge. As they say, Izanami, matron of the dead. All right.
Correct. The essence of my pact is to return the dead to where they belong. Those who have missed their due date, I guess is the best way to put it.
So would this be some ulterior motive? Get the demons to go back because they are also dead, and this should be in the underworld, presumably.
Does he actually know that or not? Or would it be up to her to interpret what exactly Izanami wants?
Izanami is not very, like, open about what, like, she doesn't talk to you unless there's explicitly, like, oh yeah, this is something you should do. The last time that she gave you a direct order was, like, the egregious sort of, like, mistreatment of a lost soul that caused them to be trapped within the inn.
Yes, he was not happy with that fucking guy.
But so far there is no, like, explicit lost soul in the area that you can tell of right now. But I think you would be able to tell. She wouldn't be upset and would probably be happy to have those souls back, even if they are, because they do belong to her. Their escape from the underworld has not gone unnoticed.
Well, I would not deny there could be that motive, but she seems more interested in me getting the lost souls more than just the demons, but she does not object to me sending them back to where they belong, evil.
I understand.
As for my other friends, I am sure they could explain their abilities to you much better than I ever could.
I'll take my time to speak with them. I want to be sure that I'm aware of whom I'm with and how best to support them.
That is fair. By the way, I am Yasu.
Excuse me one moment. Oh. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Yasu. I am quietly opens fantasynamegenerator.com.
Hello, Mr. Quietly Opens FantasyNameGenerator.com.
What a strange name you have.
What a rather exotic name.
You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I said a compliment.
It's just some harmless ribbing.
My name is, Seika. Yutani Seika.
Can I roll anything to see what kind of name that seems like from whale?
Sure, give me a history check.
Okay.
Nice.
Doesn't really ring any bells. No, there isn't really any famous clan or family or person that would go by that name, as far as you're aware.
Rumors are in the future that name's gonna be big.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you as well.
They will give you a smile and offer a hand.
She will take the hand. It is of course quite cold.
They make note of that. Oh. Rather chilly.
Well, being to a degree undead would do that to a person.
I suppose it would. Yes. Well, I will make my own preparations and I'll meet you at, well, what would be sunrise by the unfinished statue there. I'd suggest you do the same.
I shall.
They'll sort of nod to the rest of the group and will continue to sort of stare off into the fuck's it called? Into the island for a brief moment. They stare on the island like, based on the bridge. They're on the bridge right now, staring out into the island that's just like over yonder here. They look back at that for about a couple seconds and then move back into town. Except, yes.
As they go, I'm gonna eat that cookie I found.
Ah. The fortune cookie?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm
I'd boil
scared.
Ben.
I don't remember the fortune cookie.
Okay.
Well, I remember the fortune cookie. I don't remember what it does.
I don't think
worry,
you guys rolled high enough to figure out what it did.
I
Okay,
mean,
then.
I know what it does out of character because I gotta read it.
Roll me a d20.
Well, that's funny.
Oh boy.
That is incredibly
Yasu
funny.
explodes.
Yasu fucking.
What they do is the fortune.
The fortune reads cold. So cold.
Yasu is gonna raise her eyebrows slightly at that. Well, that is ominous, I guess.
A bit rude if you ask me.
As you eat the cookie, it is it's a bit smoky, a bit salty, and has a nice sweet flavor to it.
Well, at least the cookie tasted good at the very least.
Yes. Actually, you in character, I feel, would 100% know how to make this, what this cookie is. Like looking at the description of this.
After seeing the Fortnite, yeah, I feel he probably would know.
Then I will post this in chat so everyone can see it.
Oh boy.
Alright. In this case, he will pocket the Fulton into a somewhat visible area on home.
Oof, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, did Yasu, like, did you tell us what it says as well?
She did read the Fulton out loud.
Oh, she read it out loud? Okay.
To which he only said, well, that's a bit ominous.
It says cold, so cold. And it... How do I put this in chat? I do not... Can you put it in chat?
Let me try this. I have no idea if this will work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. No, I don't think that worked at all.
It lets people click on it. It is, but I'll just read the description of it. This black sugar paste cookie is made using a grim recipe passed down through generations of clerics devoted to gods of death. Inside of this hollow cookie is a blank strip of enchanted paper whose writing only appears when you break open the cookie. The paper's writing vaguely predicts the manner in which you'll die. Once the creature's fortune has been predicted, all future Doomsday cookie papers will predict the same outcome for them. If the creature dies in a way foretold by the cookie's paper transforms into a scroll of Revivify. This scroll can only be used on the creature who's passing it foretold. If the scroll is unused within 1 minute, it crumbles into flour. Regardless of its grim foretellings, the cookie itself is a delicious snack that is sweet, salty, and smoky.
So, basically, if Yasu's not looking too good, I beat her to death with the ice cream scoop.
Yeah, I was gonna say no ideas from you there.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, cold, oh, very cold. So, freeze with ice cream scoop could potentially revivify scroll, whatever.
I'm not...
Yes, and
I mean, okay.
And, yeah, and then you get a free scroll of flour. Yes.
The scroll of revivify, which would bring Yasu back.
Yasu would likely explain the Doomsday Cookie to the party, and just tell them, you know, just in case if I do die that way, I will keep this on me in this pocket here. So, if you see me go down, and maybe check my pocket afterwards.
Yeah. Oh wait, revivify, not like anything stronger.
Yeah, it's not like reincarnate or anything, it's revivify.
No use of what I have in case, you know, anything bad happens.
What? Why would anything bad ever happen?
Well, here's the good news. We're going into a volcano. It's not cold in there. You're gonna be all right.
What could possibly go wrong?
What
Anyways.
could go wrong in a volcano?
Very little, I'm sure.
As,
Certainly
you
not
guys-
something cold.
Even before you guys choose to go after the water shard next. You will have to eventually go after the water shard.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to probably end the session here so that I can prepare for the horde bullshit that we were having. But is there anything you guys want to do in-game, in character, before I call it?
Squirt myself a few more times with that squirty bottle, and that's about it.
It's a good question. Anybody got any preparation spells? Like
I'll
buffs?
just...
Oh!
mhm.
Actually, yes, that does bring up a question. My ability to spice weapons, does that go away after a certain amount of time? That's your decision, Boop.
Like,
So, does it
The
fade from my
damage?
sword? No, does the
He wants to
effect
know if
fade
he
from
can
my
stack
swords?
them, like just over the course of a month, spice every weapon in the area. So that
well,
kind of
I would say that it
stagnate.
fades after maybe 1 minute seems fair for like that type of thing. Because it doesn't like... It doesn't,
Yeah, it takes me 10 minutes to,
Oh,
it takes me 10 minutes.
then 1 hour. Then 1 day. After 1 day, the effect ends.
Yeah, alright, that sounds fair.
There is something I would like to do at the very least.
What would that be?
I will bring out the Flame Weaver staff that I got and offer to evil, Midnalynn, the shrine pieces whose name I can never remember because I'm stupid.
Asuka?
Oh.
The girl that you've been trying to flirt with, but if you're forgetting her name, ouch.
Look, I've never claimed to be a smart person. Or the,
I'm glad.
Smarter than the player.
or the wizard who I'm just gonna call Kevin.
I literally told you his name.
Wait,
Today.
Scholar. Scholar. Fuck, I can't say the word. But yeah,
Scholar. Wizard.
Yeah. Sega.
I need to
Who?
write names down.
Okay, if you want to remember the scholar's name, just think
Seika.
of the... Yeah. Yeah, Sega, yeah. Okay.
Could you write these names down so I can just put them in my journal?
Yes.
I was gonna say, think of Sonic.
Is the wizard that you met, and Asuka is the cleric that you know. There you go.
Alright, I have them written down. Hopefully this time I would never forget.
Anyways, yes. You were handing it off to them?
Yeah, I offer to any three of them. Midnalynn, Asuka, or my brain blanked
Or
on
the
how
wizard?
to pronounce it. My name mainly blanked on how to pronounce it.
Seika?
Seika. To Seika. Yeah. One of those three.
You aren't gonna take it then.
I mean, that staff seems pretty nice. You're offering, right?
To put it in chat, there you go. You can look at what this does here. You can
Yeah,
click
well,
on
yeah,
it.
Interact with this pile. Oh, stop. Surround the octopus.
Become the octopus.
That's a really low save DC on that.
You're a
You
kid
can,
now. You're a kid now.
I will probably make it so that like you can bring it to a blacksmith or a scholar mage person to increase the DC.
Could I do it myself?
Sure.
See?
Difficulty class. The number that has to be rolled to pass the effect.
Oh, okay.
But if you look at this, whenever someone, like looking at this, it is a red hollow quarterstaff that releases fire when it is spun. Whenever you hit someone with this weapon, the target takes an extra 1d4 fire damage. In addition, while holding the staff, you can speak its command word as an action to duplicate the effect of burning hands with a spell save of 13 once per day.
That raises a question for me. If I was to coat that in my spices, the icy spices, would that do fire hot damage? Sorry, spice. Icy
Yes.
hot.
Both ice
Yes.
and fire.
Yes.
Their kind hates ice and fire both.
And then you make a tornado.
If you want to, then yes, that would work. However, I will not give you Cone of Cold because of that. Because fuck you.
I suppose the only thing I can think of doing is offer to use my talents to enhance any healing potions the wizard may be carrying.
They're not carrying anything.
Then I will hand him one of mine, just in case. And say this, use my talents to make this a bit more effective than the normal potions you might find.
Oh. Thank you. They will gladly take the potion, and with that, I think I found a person to raid. I'm going to raid them because they are pretty cool, and I'm gonna go pass the fuck out because EP.
Yep. I'm actually kind of happy I managed to make it through this without falling asleep. But I'm gonna play to sit for now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. Have fun, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.